really sad. This is massively sad that this is happening, and I place the blame on Blizzard. This will be my last video.
Hey guys, so this will be my last video, and this might come as a shock for some of you. It was a shock to me as well, but the reason is fairly simple. I have, throughout the process of creating these videos, even though I have had fun doing it, I have received death threats multiple times. I received one 2 days ago. I received one this very morning. And I've been shared images from a Discord in Taiwan, as well as a Discord in Russia, with where my videos are being shared, and very descriptive texts about wanting to kill me, wanting to cut off my fingers and feed my hands to my family and stuff, family members and stuff like this. Very descriptive death threats.
Like a hot
We're not
dog?
talking about getting killed in World of Warcraft. We are talking about getting killed in real life. I never knew that it should come to this.
So if you're not familiar with what's going on here, this character, this YouTube channel is basically revolved around killing bots in the game. You have bots that go around farming gold, and he makes it his life mission. He makes content on it to kill the bots. So it's a big industry there, so they're coming after him.
I thought that I was just killing bots and I didn't really affect anything, but apparently there's an entire movement now where people are killing bots across all of the hardcore servers. And this
makes sense, right? I mean, these people, they bot for a living, like it's their job. For them, like, of course they're going to want to kill him. Yeah, obviously, it makes sense. Yeah, it's their job.
Affecting the market.
The difference is wanting to and actually sending death threats that are going to. And if Blizzard took care of their own game, they never have this problem. If they actually enforce the rules, because it's against TOS to be buying from bots. It's against TOS to be farming, using any bots of any farm to farm anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be associated with any of this anymore. Personally, I'm not going to kill any bots. I will remove all of the videos on this channel. I will not advocate killing them. I would not report them anymore. I don't want any part of it whatsoever, because I'm risking my life right now. And for what?
I want you guys to keep in mind that this entire issue is created by Blizzard. The bot makers are just simply people that are capitalizing on something
Taking
that
advantage
Blizzard
of something.
allows to happen. This is all on Blizzard. The terrorists won? Well, yeah. I mean, I know this might sound surprising, but there are a lot of people that don't want to die on a hill of a video game. They don't really care about this that much. It's just a hobby to them, and if it becomes unpleasant or not enjoyable, they just simply stop doing it. I think that's what most normal people would do. Why would somebody want to have to deal with, like, getting death threats and harassed over, like, I mean, at the end of the day, like, let's keep in mind that, like, I mean, none of this really matters, right? It's just a video game. Nobody cares about this. It doesn't make any difference. You're not changing anybody's life. It's not like you're fighting for freedom. It's just it's just people selling fake gold in a video game. And so, like, if that's causing you emotional distress, then why would you choose to engage in it? You see what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? Because, like, and again, it's something that I think that a lot of terminally online people want to do, because, like, they're so fixated around these issues because they care about them so much. But when you take a step back and you think about a guy that has a job, a family, a life, and kids and everything, like, do you really think that this guy needs another element of stress in his life? Probably not. It's just people breaking the rules to make a living. You're literally defending criminals now. I'm not defending.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a bad take. Like, honestly, they could Blizzard could end it like that. So what happens? What happens if Blizzard does nothing, right? What happens if this guy actually got murdered? Would Blizzard be liable? Because they literally could stop it, but they don't want to because it take more time and effort and money. So it's kind of a tricky situation. But I don't think so. If they're playing your video game, they should be able to play it without fear of being murdered. He's not doing anything wrong. He's literally just if you haven't watched some of his videos, he literally will try to drag the mobs to the bots, and then if you don't play World of Warcraft, the hunter will feign death and it'll drop aggro. The mob will go to the the closest clear target. So he goes to the next target right next to him and he kills the bot. So he's not doing anything. He's just using everything in the game as gameplay. So he's playing the game as intended. He's using every mechanic in the game. And now he's going to be threatened. And Blizzard could stop that. I don't know how anybody could be defending Blizzard right now. And I don't know how Blizzard could be allowing this. Because like I said, if he dies, what do you think, chat? What do you guys think? What happens if he actually died? Is Blizzard going to be liable? It's like, you have a car and you know that the brakes are faulty, but you're not going to change the brakes because they're kind of iffy, and somebody's brakes don't work and they die? The car company's going to be liable, no?
Ending criminals, but I am rationalizing them. If you create a system that can be exploited and people can make money off of it, you should in fact expect people to make money off of it and exploit it. And the fault of this falls on Blizzard, because Blizzard are the ones that have the control here, not him and not the bot makers. It's Blizzard's responsibility for this. And so breaking TOS doesn't make someone a criminal. I don't care. I don't want to get into that. It's not the point. If I don't know, like, if you're not emotionally, stable enough to have this conversation, that's fine. But I think that most other normal people here understand exactly what I'm saying, right, guys?
You know, as they usually say on Mitch Jones' stream, and for what? It's for trying to fix a 20-year-old video game,
right,
and ensuring the integrity of what Blizzard created back then.
That's why I stopped. I stopped caring about this the moment that I realized Blizzard didn't care about it. Like, as soon as I realized Blizzard didn't really care about botting and they didn't really care about cheating in the game, that's whenever I stopped playing it, or not playing it. Sorry, I stopped caring about it, because like the people that make the game don't care about it. Like, how could I care about it?
But this game is not what.
You might say that Blizzard is actually banning the accounts and everything, but they don't ban anybody who buys the account. There's no long-term penalty. If they were really serious about this, the bot would be banned for life. The customer would be banned for life. Anybody involved with that process and that transaction will be banned, and not just like a perm ban. So if you want to get back in the game, you're gonna have to fake your identity, make a new account, and start all over. Buy the game again, buy the expansions, and come back in. There should be a real negative penalty for the bot and the sellers. And you guys say they would not be liable. Blizzard would not be liable. Well, in the court of public defense, maybe they would. If you have the public out there, I think they would actually really think Blizzard would be liable. So if you have the public out there going against Blizzard, that's sometimes stronger than the law. So the dollar rules everything. So I think in a public court, I think a lot of people would think Blizzard was liable, because, like Asmon said here, what I'm saying here, they could stop it. They might be banning a few accounts here and there of the bots. Yeah, the people who are advertising and get caught advertising up in the open. But they have been starting to implement new things lately that they could add a long time ago, where you can no longer use the auction house or the mailbox on a brand new account. Those are just now coming into the game. There's a lot of ways they could track bots. And I know people who've bought in gold and nothing's ever happened to them. Nothing. So, like, if you're not, like he says, if you're not going to enforce, that's one thing about WoW that kind of sucks. Like in the hardcore, if you play hardcore WoW, anybody can buy gold, and it just kind of defeats the purpose. And if Blizzard doesn't care about their game, then why should you? And it sucks, because I do really like WoW, but like, if they're not going to care, why should you?
What it used to be, and I'm not going to be the one risking my life in order to fix it.
Yeah, sure.
So even though that I love this game and I've played it for all 20 years that it has been out in all versions, And even though that I'm just a loser with no money, no job, who is addicted to
Oh.
video games,
Well, he doesn't have a
I
job.
still value
me
my
too.
life and my family's life above this video game. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will not be seeing you in the next one.
Damn, that's sad. That really is sad. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that just don't want to have to deal with the stress and pressure that people have, and I think it makes a lot of sense, especially when it's something that's just a hobby. But you don't threaten to kill someone just because your business isn't working anymore? Well, of course you do. So,
I don't
like, if
care.
you have somebody that's hurting your business and you can kill them and then have the business work, well, then why wouldn't you want to kill them? Of course. Yeah, duh. That's why they do it. That's why they're threatening him. Absolutely. Yes, fucking obviously. Yeah, so link video. Yeah, I'll link it. So it makes sense why they would do it. And also, like, here's the thing. It's not a CEO died. No, see, people, I understand that this is, it's a hard thing to understand for some people. There's a big difference between justifying and explaining. I'm explaining it. I'm not justifying it. I'm explaining why it's happening. And so if you can't understand why it's happening, you can never figure out how to make it stop happening. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're thinking about. And so, yes, obviously, small issue.
I think it's pretty easy to understand why they would be saying they want to kill somebody, right? I don't think I don't know how some people can't be understanding this, but like my point is I don't understand how people could not put the blame on Blizzard. They are allowing this to happen. Yes, like chat just said, if they went to court, Blizzard would not be liable. Most likely, I think there could be an argument. I think there could be an argument that you allowed it. If you allowed a certain things to occur that had an outcome, I think you have some responsibility in that. I think there might be some liabilities in that. Depends on how good the court is, how good the judge is, and how good the prosecution is. But at the end of the day, no, it's a video game. At the end of the day, Blizzard did not allow this guy to go kill them. But they're allowing the processes to allow this drama. That's what I'm saying. They're allowing this to occur. Meaning they just don't care. They don't care. So if somebody, one of their community members, is actively telling, because he's sent stuff to them. He's sent he's notified them, right? He sent reports and everything. So it is kind of alarming to me that Blizzard just doesn't care. They just don't care at all.
To solve and ensure success.
And if you say they do care, they're not doing a lot to stop it. They're now starting to monitor it a little bit. Why? Because there's been so much backlash from the community. Like I said, the court of the public. The public has been deeming them as liable. They've been deeming them as allowing their game to die, allowing this TOS to be broken without punishment. And people have said it's been destroying their game. So now, because the money is starting to dry up, they're starting to panic and they're starting to do a little bit here and there. But let's not, I think in good faith, honestly, I would bet my money on it that they're not putting all their effort into this situation because they don't care.
They should go to jail. Well, yeah. We also explaining why that CEO died. Everybody can understand why the guy shot the CEO. I can understand. Everybody can understand it. What are we talking about the Luigi thing for? Yes, I think everybody admits, yes, obviously it's logical why he did it. Most people that do bad things do them for reasons that in their mind make sense. The people that flew airplanes into the Twin Towers on 9/11, in their mind, they were doing the thing that they had to do. It's not like they were doing that thinking that they were the bad guys. They were thinking they're the good guys. Most people that blow things up, most terrorists think that they're the good guys. That's the way it goes. So if you can't understand that, I don't know what to tell you. So you can have empathy while disagreeing. Well, it's not about having empathy. It's about understanding a logical conclusion. That's it. Yeah, people are thinking, yeah, exactly. True people now make mistakes fueling with facts. Exactly, yeah. People can't think about things, they can only feel about them. It's really sad. Yeah, obviously it makes sense why people would be doing this. I get death threats every day. People, and it's a very good way of getting people to not talk about things or not do things, is that, well, we're going to threaten to kill you if you do it, and a lot of people just don't care about it that much, and so they say, all right, I just don't want to deal with this, right? I think that's it. Losing a job has something to do with losing existence. Only they should choose their source of money more deliberately from the beginning. Look, it doesn't matter, like, you're talking about, like, shoulds. Like, anytime I hear the word should, I think to myself, oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Yep, this is it. Of course people are going to do what's in their best interest. That's just what that's just what it is. I think this is really sad. This is massively fucking sad that this is happening, and I place the blame on Blizzard.
100%.
Because even if you arrest all of the people, if you put every person that made a death threat towards this guy and every person in that Discord in jail, you know what would happen? The next day, they'd be replaced by more people that would do the exact same thing. The only people that have control over this situation is Blizzard. Blizzard can control the situation. They can stop this from happening. Nobody else can. That's it. And so that's the way I see it.
And that goes back to my explanation I just did. You have Blizzard, you have the guy, you have the bots. The path goes this way, then this way, and then it recycles. It starts with Blizzard's first initial path. They could stop it. They could cut it off right there. But like I said, they have an incentive. They make money because of the bots as well. Because people are not going to buy from the bots because of ethics, or they're scared of getting banned. So they're going to buy the WoW token in-game. The WoW token was deliberately a response to bots. So instead of them banning the bot purchasers, the gold purchasers, the bots, they implemented a way for you just to buy the gold in-game, saying, okay, we can't handle these bots, just buy from us. That's not cool. That's not cool. It's just money.
You can understand why these things happen without sympathizing with the people who do them. Yeah, of course, right? And I think that makes sense. I think it's tragic. He actually feels scared about dying from some random freaks in Taiwan. I think it's always easier for somebody to say that who's not in that position. So like, and this is the thing, they have all my personal information, and I have an idea of the kind of money these farms make. I know enough about the dark web and things you can purchase online to know I've reached my limit, I'm out. Yeah, so like it's always easy to say this when you're not the person who's being targeted, when you're not the person that's having this happen to you. But the reality is that when it is happening to you, I think that a lot of reasonable, normal people, this is the way that everybody, I think, makes decisions, right? Is they view the pros, they view the cons, which side is heavier, and then they go with that side. It's that simple. Like someone with a lot of money telling people not to stress about money. I don't think that's really the same thing. That's kind of like two different conversations. But yeah, when an internet troll takes your sends you your address, you start taking things a lot more seriously. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, true
right?
that.
Do you think death threats on the internet are so common nowadays that the threat is way too overblown by celebrities and such? I think that it's overblown because it's not penalized in a way that I think it should be. I think people that are effectively terrorists, because, so you have to understand, why are people terrorists? Because terrorism works. That's the reason. Now, that might not be a popular thing to say, but people keep doing terrorism because it works. And so that's it. Clip it? Oh, you can. And there's going to be a lot of people saying, oh.
That's why I kind of, like, I was kind of hoping this guy, he wouldn't stop making the content, because it 100%, like you said, the terrorism works. But like they're gonna get their way, right? If he stops making content. And this is a few days old, this video, so I think this guy has actually continued making content. I think he's changed his mind and he's taken the war to them. So kudos to him. I hope he stays safe. I hope his family's safe. But it's not. I would feel wrong if he let these guys bully him into submission. So I commend him, dude. I'm mad respect for what he's doing. and I hope he stays safe. And because these guys, there's a lot of money on the table for these guys, dude. There's a lot of money on the table for these bros who are doing this gold farming. So it's a huge, like, billions of dollars, like billions, like in the high millions of dollars, dude. So I hope he keeps doing it. And like I said, this is an older video, so he's already put more content out, I believe. So I'm excited to watch the other content he has.
Oh, I hate him, but he's right. And so, yeah, that's the reason why they do it. They do it because it stresses people out and it scares them. Of course. Absolutely. The people doing the botting receive death threats too. Everybody does. But I think the problem is on the internet, there aren't enough punishments for people that act out of line with that. And I think that a lot of social media platforms don't really put enough effort into trying to curtail that kind of behavior. I'll read a few more of these. Effective might be a better term. Well, effective means it works, right? What do you mean it works? Well, like, for example, terrorism is really good at getting average people to not speak out or fight back against something. Like, for example, this is what people have done, like, all throughout history. That's why you have, like, public executions and stuff like that. The public executions isn't for the criminal, it's for the rest of the people that would be criminals.
Keep them in line.
And so you make people afraid of you, and then you make them scared that well, I don't want to step out of line because I don't know whether this is going to happen or not. And that's also the reason why a lot of, like, warlords and people do things in ways that are unfair, right? And this is actually it's a very good, like, hack for people's brains, is that people can predict fairness, right? Like, if you know that somebody is evil but fair, you can predict that, and it will make you less scared of them. But what makes somebody, and I think, like, a good example or a parallel to this is like a villain like, I don't know, like Homelander in The Boys. What makes that such a good, compelling villain is the unsettling nature that you don't know whether this person is going to take an insult on the cheek or he's going to kill your entire family. And so when you have the uncertainty of that, it makes people terrified to even go outside of the box at all. And I think that's the reason why a lot of these guys do it, because it's scary. You can...
Well, I think that's the reason why we got this video too. Like I said, I think he's already posted more videos, but the initial... Dude, can you imagine if I told you, hey, I know where you live, I know your wife's name, your address, blah, blah, blah. You're going to be initially freaked out. So his response, I think, was justifiable, but I think, like I said, he's came back, he's come back stronger than ever, and he's not going to go back down without a fight. And like Asmongold said, the goal is to submit you, is to scare you, put you down, put you in your place. So, like, his first reaction, it's a human reaction. Everybody would have that reaction. If one of you guys said, I know where you live and I'm coming over tomorrow, I'd probably be like, all right, bet. I'll see you when you get here, right? But I'd also be like, how the hell do they know all my information? That's kind of creepy. Like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean? So, like, I again, huge props to this guy. And like Asmon says, it is 100% a scare tactic. So who knows if these guys are serious? But I guess time will tell.
Predict fairness, you can't predict unfairness, and people are terrified of the unknown. So just don't be scared, GGs. Well, I'm just saying that's how it is. Thin-skinned people with power are dangerous. I don't think that I don't think people are thin. You mistake this. These people are not thin-skinned. They're not doing it because you've personally upset them. They're doing it because they need to set an example with you to show everybody else that this is what happens. You're just like, they're not personally, they don't have their feelings hurt about this, but they know that they have to keep up an appearance. Being ruthless is a great way to put people in line. It is. And being unpredictable is the scariest thing you can do. And if you want people to listen to you and not do what you, or to do what you want them to do, be unpredictable. This is really sad. Blizzard should be ashamed of themselves. This is a disgrace. They just completely don't care about the game. And I don't think this guy should either. The end.
Let's go, honey.
Yeah, well, that's the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are here from YouTube, I appreciate you guys watching it. If you made it this far, make sure you like and subscribe. We do a lot of content on our Twitch channel. We do reacts, gameplay. We're playing a lot of PoE, so that's our game of the month. Swing by, hang out, and thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it.